more complex today, and when all these complex issues aren't managed properly, they have significant and negative impacts. Regardless of how the numbers stack up for you compared to what you see on the screen, the fact is your bottom line is impacted with increased direct cost, lower productivity, customer loss due to lack of performance, and more. Therefore, not addressing the growing complexity will come at a high price. And that high price comes usually in the form of downtime, which is something everyone experiences, not just a few. Matter of fact, according to this research, it affects 84% of you, although quite honestly I haven't met the other 16%. So anyways, notice the first three categories in the chart: power outage, water damage, and hardware failure. They account for about 70% of the total downtime in a data center. The silver bullet, of course, being that all three of these can be mitigated and possibly avoided altogether. If we want to try to get our arms around this, where should we put our attention? Well, according to Michael Bell, 60% of the data center's downtime is directly related to how effective it is at managing its power and cooling processes, which I'm sure is no surprise to any of you guys. Downtime itself is a problem isn't just a problem restricted to specific industries. Of course, downtime costs will vary, and those costs are largely dependent on the impact a company's data center's availability has on their ability to generate revenue. But even at the low end, where you see it say infrastructure business there, your revenue loss due to outage in your data center is $42,000 per hour. So even for those lucky few down here at the bottom of the chart, every minute of uptime is actually very precious. So how do we approach tackling this challenge? Well, most everybody already has adopted a culture of operational excellence. It's what drove you to develop the processes and practices needed to optimize your performance. Now, keep in mind that this measurement is against areas that you've defined, and most likely they make perfect sense. However, if we start to expand your horizons and start looking at collaboration with other systems and other departments, you can actually achieve better results. These new ways will allow you to better manage risk, new ways that will allow you to begin to move from a proactive kind of stance to more of a predictive way of operating, and you'll be able to do this with an investment in open integration as your platform. Now, as you begin to explore this new direction, things that you should look for are